So this is backwards. This is not how it's supposed to actually look, but, and that's the actual motor that's going in. So we're actually taking this motor out, but I'm going to test fit it to see how much, if I have to cut my hood, how much I have to cut. But actually, even though it's backwards, it's supposed to be facing this way, but that would bump into that. So we're working through some things right now. So with that being said, look at this. Even though the adapters over there are going to be, yeah, let me see, let me zoom in. Those adapters right there are going to raise it up a good three, almost 4 inches. Actually, they're about 2.5, 3 inches. So then this is going to sit higher. But look at this. Unassuming. You wouldn't even know this motherfucker was supercharged. You wouldn't even know. See, look, you would think that that's the little bait car. Like, you might think that one is it, but this one's it. And I got the same exact wheels as this one for this one. So I'm gonna put those ones on, and then you'll never know. You just will never know. It's gonna be so freaking unassuming. And I gotta go put all this shit on. So let me go reopen this. But yeah. And if I do have to cut it a little bit, I'm gonna do some modifications to where I might have to drop the engine down a little bit, put some spacers in between, and try to see if I can kind of make it tuck. Because if it does, then that's gonna be good. Okay. But yeah, so that's gonna go back on there. We're gonna cover it up because I gotta get ready to go to work soon. And I gotta go get a new radiator because that radiator is, yeah, it's ate up. And then I gotta find some new fans for those so they can come on and start spinning and properly work. And then I'm gonna start replacing all the other fun stuff, like wires and all that stuff around here, and making this work after we put in that. And then I gotta get new O2 sensors, that's freaking thing that which goes into there, into the water pump. So all that fun jazz, yeah, I gotta do all that, so it's not gonna be fun. I gotta take that pipe off, put the pipe on this one, on that one, switch. I'm gonna basically be switching so much stuff around that it's just gonna be freaking hectic. I already know. And I'm gonna do everything on the ground too, hook up the exhaust, everything's gonna get hooked up. And I'm gonna slowly put everything and inch everything right up on in there. And then after that, I'm gonna try to close the hood and see how much room it takes and how much space we need. And yeah, even if I have to cut off this. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit. And we'll see if it'll allow me to get in there. And I might have to take out this little piece down here. There's like a piece right down there. Yeah, this little thing right there. Yeah, that little piece, that little metal piece is going to clack against there, so that's why we have to get the adapters. Even when I raise it up, this might hit it. So we're going to try to come up with a method of rerouting it or getting another piece. And if not, we have to raise it higher, and that means we'll definitely have to cut the hood. But if that is the case, then we'll figure out something. We're going to try to come up with a method that'll work. But yes, other than that, motor looks good, even though it's backwards. But this motor's coming out. This is the street motor I built, so everybody who knows, now you know. My street motor is coming out. It still runs. It still has like 80,000 miles on it. It's still immaculate. I don't remember if the old man who had it had the heads redone, but I heard something about it when I bought it like good 10 years ago. So I think that motor's still like good, because I've ran this thing hot and it still hasn't like popped a head gas. It hasn't really showed any signs. It's a trooper, so I'm pretty sure this one's been rebuilt. This is a remanufactured engine with built heads and everything. The other one, and there's a remanufactured with just a spun bearing, so I gotta go add and, you know, fix up the bottom end, and then that'll be fine. But I'm just gonna sell that one, and it's clean, remanufactured, clean like this one. This one's my old one that was pulled out of a car that was ran as a daily and ran true and was taken care of, and I think rebuilt, but it was just old. Like I didn't like get it vamped, refurbished like this one and the one in there. But yeah, so this is a update for everybody on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm just gonna start dropping content now. So, but yes, this is backwards, and we're gonna start taking certain things off, and I'm gonna go reach out to my guy in Florida and see if he can show me some of his supercharged build and see if he can shed some light on this. But other than that, I'm gonna put this back on here and just keep pulling everything off, and then after that I'm gonna get to work, and then tomorrow I'll be back at it again. Peace.